Hey girls, gays, and theys. My name is Cosmic Ghost, and I'm going on vacation today.
A few weeks ago, my family decided that the best way to spend our summer would be in one of the hottest states in the US. Surprisingly, it didn't go too bad, and we actually saw some pretty cool things. If you guys like this video, please be sure to go down and like and subscribe. It would really show your support for me. Also, don't say anything about the bad camera, the bad microphone, or the bad editing. I know it's bad. You can't insult me if I do it myself. Now with all that out of the way, let's get on to the video. Our trip started around 3 p.m., which was 3 hours later than it should have, so we were off to a great start. But hey, at least on the drive there, we could see some pretty landscapes, like bushes, and sand. And my dog came too! Her name is Sadie, and this was our first ever time taking her on a real road trip, so she was kind of confused and having a panic attack in the back seat for like the first hour of the trip, which honestly I can understand, but she calmed down after a while. She's all good, don't worry.
Okay, hey guys, we made it to the Airbnb. I'm currently on a swing set in the backyard. This backyard is utterly insane, and it's like so cool, but there's like a swing set next to me. So I wanted to show you guys around this place a little because it's so cool. So we have like a little thing over there. I forgot what those are called. We have a slide that I can for sure not fit on. There's a lot of things over here. I don't know why, there just is. So if we step over all this, I almost fell, holy Jesus. There's a bench here. There's basketball there, there's trampoline over there, there's more things. And if we keep going a little bit more, we have a whole other area with seats and everything. Like, it's so cool out here. This is like the biggest backyard I've ever been in, man. So, and then over here, we got a grill, got some other stuff. It's a lot of kids stuff, but I don't care. I think it's so cool. Seriously, like, look at this.
As you can see, I was in love with this Airbnb. But after a little bit, we realized there was a few issues with the place.
Okay, so also now, the Airbnb doesn't really have service. Like, I think it's kind of getting better, but I sent somebody a text message and it didn't go through, and I like tried to call people and it wouldn't work. So, yay. This sucks so much, oh my god. Okay, update on this Airbnb. There is no Wi-Fi, there was no service, and there is no AC. Please help. I thought it was a fun cottagecore house, and it was like really cool, and it had all these like warm lights and like chandeliers, and now I don't like it anymore. Like, what am I supposed to do? Read a book? I mean, like, I brought one. I didn't actually expect I was gonna use it.
Eventually, we figured out everything, so don't worry about that. We mostly chilled for the rest of the night, except for I started taking weird videos of things in the house because I thought they looked cool, and then I started taking weird pictures of things because I thought they looked cool. The next day, we drove an hour to a different Airbnb so we could get on a train at night to see all the scenery, and it was pretty nice. Me and my brother sat the entire time talking about anime, video games, and D&D, and I'll be honest, I think that was my favorite part of the whole thing. The next day, we drove to a nearby mountain town called Jerome to go on the ghost tour. Once we got there, it started raining, which I think was pretty fitting. So we got inside and we met our tour guide, and they gave us all the ghost equipment and started telling us how to use it. But I didn't need any of that. I knew how to play Phasmophobia. I was all good. I'm not going to really spoil anything about what happened, but it's not really a spoiler, it's just history. But I'm not really going to spoil any of it because, to be honest, I don't remember everything they told us about, and also because you guys can do your own research, and if you ever decide to go, I don't want to ruin that for you, but it's really interesting, and we saw some really cool places, like an abandoned high school and a graveyard. I also tried to ask the ghosts what my name was, because they said that apparently ghosts know what your name is, so I tried to ask them using the spirit box, because I wanted to see if the ghosts were going to dead name me. They just didn't answer, so I guess they were just a bit confused. The next day was the last day of our trip, and for that day we decided to go downtown and look around at the shopping area. It was actually really nice. One of my favorite stores that we saw was full of a bunch of stained glass stuff. It was literally so pretty. If it was not so pricey, I totally would have bought something. Another store I really liked was this awesome antique store that had a bunch of different sections and a bunch of different things. It had literally everything. If everything wasn't really pricey in there, I would have also bought something. The last store we went to was a store that I'm pretty sure sold olive oil. I didn't really care about it. I thought it was kind of weird, but my mom and the one employee working there seemed to be very interested in it, so good for them, I guess. The next day, we finally started driving home, and the drive was actually pretty nice for a while. It was pretty green, it was raining, but as the drive went on, we got into some desert territory. Also, we went to McDonald's, and I got a toy that I still have, by the way. Look at it! It's a little Groot, and you can, like, push the thing on the back of his head, and he, like, punches. I think it looks more like a whip, but, like, whatever. Okay. Real quick, before I end this video, I wanted to say something that's gonna get a little bit more serious, but you might think that this trip was kind of boring or we didn't do too much, but I'm actually very happy with how this trip turned out because, little disclaimer, I have been dealing with mental health problems as of late, and it's been a struggle for me to even get out of bed sometimes. So this trip did that for me. It got me out of bed. It got me doing something. Even if it wasn't a lot, it was something, and I really appreciate it for that. So if you enjoyed this video, leave a like, subscribe, all that kind of stuff. And stay safe, drink some water, eat some food. I love you all.